Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lawrence High School Student of the Month Virtual Recognition Ceremony for the month of May, our final Student of the Month show for this year before next month's Cardinal Awards, which honor outstanding students from our extracurricular clubs and organizations. My name is Dr. Barry Exa, and I'm one of the assistant principals here at Lawrence High School. We shifted our monthly Student of the Month ceremony to a virtual program this school year in order to continue recognizing our students who are doing great things, especially now in spite of the challenges in front of them. The students we're honoring today exemplify the best of Lawrence High School in many regards, whether it's for their academic achievement, artistic proficiency, athletic prowess, the strength of character they display on a daily basis, or most likely a combination of some or all of the above. The Student of the Month Award is an opportunity for us to recognize the myriad ways our students contribute to the overall fabric of Lawrence High School. If you don't know how the nomination process works, each staff member is only allowed to nominate one student per year for Student of the Month, and we spread those nominations out over 8 months from October to May. So when you think about it like that, the students we're honoring today are not just students of the month, but for these teachers, they are their students of the year. And I'd like to personally thank each and every one of our students of the month for helping to make Lawrence High School the incredible place that it is. Students, please keep an eye on your mail. We will be mailing home your Student of the Month certificate, along with a few souvenir copies of this month's program booklet, just as you would receive at our traditional in-person event. In this video, you'll be hearing a few words about each student from the teacher who nominated them. So without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to our first nominating teacher.
Good morning. I'd like to welcome you to the Student Month presentations. The Student of the Month for the athletic department is Tommy DeMarco. Tommy DeMarco competed during the wrestling winter season. He had a great season this year. He went 7-1 for the Cardinals. Tommy pinned every single one of his opponents this season. Once April started, he belonged to both the wrestling and lacrosse teams and had to balance practices and matches for both. In that month, Tommy went undefeated for wrestling and capped off his season with a 52-second pin at our outside match against Hamilton West. Congratulations, Tommy. Great job, and good luck with the rest of your lacrosse season.
Hello, I'm Diane Schneck, and I'm one of the marketing and DECA advisors at the high school. And I'm very excited today to talk to you about Nikki Vugamudi. I met Nikki as a sophomore in my sports marketing class. DECA was holding a car wash about a week after school started. And this young lady volunteering at the event came in and started to take charge, directing cars, directing other members. And I said to myself, I got to get to know her. She has such leadership and communication and organizational skills. Since that day, Nikki has never disappointed me. She has maintained high academic standards in her classes. She has taken an active role in the LHS DECA program. This year, she was in charge of 2 of our campaigns, and LHS DECA was recognized on the national level for them. She is president of the senior class, a member of the National Honor Society. She also is a student leader, but you'll also find Nikki at several of the DECA events, cheering and supporting her classmates. Nikki and I also have a working relationship outside of school. We both work part-time at the same location. At first, I was worried about working as a peer with a student. But again, Nikki rose to the occasion. She carries herself with such maturity and professionalism with other coworkers and customers. I trained her in aspects of the job, and then we switched roles where she became the teacher and trained me. Next year, Nikki will be attending Drexel University. I have no doubt that Nikki will be successful at Drexel and all of her future plans. I wish you the best, and I can't wait to see what happens next for you. Congratulations, Nikki. You're truly going to be missed.
Throughout this year, it has been really difficult for students to express themselves, to stand out, and to build relationships in the classroom. I have been so grateful for Maria's positive attitude and all of the effort that she has put into making connections and to learning. Even though class has been so radically different from prior years, Maria has been consistently focused and determined to do her best no matter what. She's led her classmates with kindness, and she seems determined at all times to show up for herself. Maria keeps using her voice to reach out to others, even when it is easier to be passive and quiet, especially when you're muted upon entry into a Zoom room. Positivity, care, and determination are contagious, and Maria has been the source of so much good in our class this year. I'm honored to have her as a student and to present her with the Student of the Month Award. Thank you, Maria, for all of your hard work and dedication throughout this year.
Hello, my name is Michelle Ross, and I'm an English teacher at Lawrence High School. I chose Brian Ramirez Lopez as my Student of the Month. Hi, Brian. Brian is a freshman in my English class this year. I've come to know Brian as someone who has shown resilience and growth throughout this school year. Whether he is attending class in person or on Zoom from home, I can always count on him to be working diligently on his assignments. He is also a big help to me and other students in the class. Although Brian is somewhat reserved, he has always spoken up when need be and advocated for himself, whether it was inquiring about different school-related things or asking for help on various assignments. I have thoroughly enjoyed working with Brian and seeing his abilities emerge and develop over the school year. During this year of many different challenges where we saw attending school in a very different manner, Brian's focus and determination have remained constant, which is why I selected Brian for my Student of the Month. Congratulations, Brian.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alexandra Holmock. I am one of the visual arts teachers here at Lawrence High. The majority of the classes that I teach are pottery and sculpture, and it is within one of my pottery and sculpture classes that I've had the pleasure of meeting and teaching my Student of the Month, Jasmine Jordan. Teaching pottery in a virtual setting has been interesting, to say the least, not only for me, but for my students. Not only did I ask them in the beginning of the year to pick up this big clunky box filled with a bunch of homemade tools, as well as 5 pounds of raw clay, but for nearly every period thereafter, I asked them to get that clay out and make a nice big clay mess right in their homes. Sorry, parents. Many students actually took this in stride. Some enjoyed it, and some did exceedingly well in this setting. And one of those students is Jasmine. I was impressed with Jasmine almost right away when I noticed that she was taking the tools that I provided and using them in unconventional ways. So, for example, I gave the students all skewers, and those were intended to help the students score their clay for attaching pieces. And Jasmine actually took her skewer and used the rear end and pushed it into her clay to achieve texture on one of her projects. So especially for beginner potters, that's really some outside of the box thinking, especially for our very first project of the year. The main thing that I want to talk about regarding Jasmine is her unwavering dedication to the craft. It was around mid-year that I started giving the students the option to bring their finished pieces to the school so that I could fire them, and then they could take them back and glaze them. Jasmine was one of the few students who decided to take advantage of this opportunity at the time. As many of you may have noticed, I always had clay and other artistic supplies out near the front of the school, as well as a cart for students to leave their fired projects. So it was heartwarming to see one day when I was leaving the school, Jasmine had walked past all of those things and was actually walking to my room to drop off her projects. So she was walking with finished projects as well as a new fresh bag of clay in hand all the way to my room. And the reason that this is worth noting is because Jasmine did all of this while wearing a cast on her foot. So if that doesn't say dedication to pottery, I don't know what does. So all in all, thank you, Jasmine, for your creativity this year. Thank you for your work ethic and your overall positive attitude in the classroom. None of that has gone unnoticed, and I really hope you know that. I hope that I have the pleasure of seeing you next year, and I hope we can continue our sculpture adventures together in pottery too.
Hi, my name is Cheryl Ng. I'm one of the art teachers here, and I am so happy to award Sarah Urias for Student of the Month. Sarah is a wonderful young lady who exemplifies a marvelous student. She has commitment to learning, and she always wants to do her very best. She's very persistent in pursuing excellence and is always responsible. She does all her assignments, and she is very helpful in class, and I really appreciate that, as well as being a terrific artist. And that's why Sarah is my Student of the Month. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Marjorie Coben, school counselor at the high school. I'm really happy today to be able to nominate Maria Stefanev for Student of the Month in May. Maria is a delightful freshman young lady, and I never met her in person, but did get to know her a bit over Zoom this year. I first met her after a freshman guidance orientation that we had over Zoom, and she reached out afterwards and asked if we could chat. She shared with me how being home, like so many students and so many of you, was difficult for her. She didn't like being home all day. She missed seeing people. She wanted to feel more connected to her school. I learned a little bit about her background and her family, and how she does a lot of translating from Polish to English, because she's fluent in Polish, for her family members, and learned that she loves to create art and likes swimming. I didn't realize, however, what an artist she really was, and thought I would share with you right now some of her artwork. So this is just some of it. Pretty amazing. So the swim coaches, after they reached out to Maria, she also joined swimming, and I did share her artwork samples with one of the art teachers, who happened to be so impressed with her that he agreed to advance her to the next level in class. And although she struggled with the idea of remote learning early in the year, Maria has continued to maintain excellent grades and is in fact a straight A student. And guidance, we are really so grateful when students reach out to us and we're able to do whatever we can to support them. So thank you, Maria. And I'm so happy and proud to nominate you for this month's Student of the Month Award. Go, Maria. You go, girl.
Hello, good morning. My name's Michael Underwood. I would like to thank everybody for the opportunity to speak about a student that I am nominating for the Student of the Month for May for Health and Phys Ed. I would like to nominate Emmett. Emmett is an unbelievable senior who not only, enjoys coming to health and phys ed classes, but he's just a complete role model for our school. So Emmett, number one, is an unbelievable student to have in class because he's the kind of kid who loves being physically active, and he not only participates to his fullest, but he's the kind of kid who brings up everybody else's level. Now, I understand phys ed is not for everybody, but having Emmett in class, he rises to the occasion and makes everybody else rise to their best ability. But he's also the kind of person who doesn't make the opportunity too big for others. He makes sure that people are enjoying themselves, they're participating to the best of their ability, but he also realizes that not everybody is as gifted athletically as he is, and not everybody necessarily wants to be in phys ed as much as he obviously does. So he brings their level up, but he doesn't make it overwhelming for anybody, which is an unbelievable trait to have at a high school level. He also is, as I said, extremely athletically gifted. He is a member of the wrestling team. He's also a member of the lacrosse team. And truth be told, he's excellent at both. But truth be told, I tried to, in a phys ed class 2 years ago, I had him for a swim class. I tried to get him to convert to the varsity swim team instead of wrestling. I didn't know he was as involved in wrestling as he is and as good as he is. But his natural ability in the pool, I was just like, you need to swim, man. I was the coach for a lot of years. And he's like, okay, well, I wrestle too. I was like, well, think about one of them. You need to do one of them because he's a very, very gifted swimmer as well. So just, another, feather in his cap to him. Another reason why I picked Emmett is just because of his overall involvement in school activities. But I can see other teachers, if they need help literally with anything, you can ask him. And his answer is always, sure, no problem. I can help. I can do that. I can, whatever you need, I can do. So he's not just, a gifted athlete, and he's not just, a pleasure to have in my class. You can see for other teachers, they have the, the confidence to go and ask Emmett, hey, can you help me out with this? And they know the answer is going to be yes. And they know the job that he's going to do is going to be the best of his ability. So it was, a lot of people say it's tough to pick a student of the month. This was not a hard pick for me. And the hard thing for me was to go through the list of other people that got it to make sure he hasn't received the student of the month this year because he is so very well deserving. So, Emmett, number one, congratulations on your senior year, and wherever you go, you will be a success. And I just wanted to say thank you very, very much for all you've done for me personally this year and for your classmates. And congratulations on graduation, and looking forward to hearing what you do in the future. So congratulations. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Andrew Scepter, head baseball coach and PE teacher here at Lawrence High School. I'd first like to congratulate all of their Student of the Month award winners. Congratulations on receiving this award, and keep up the great work. My selection for Student of the Month goes to an individual who I've been lucky enough to see compete in 2 different sports here at Lawrence over the year and also perform in the top of his class. On the baseball field, this individual was asked to move over to a position that he had never played and did so without any complaints. He has played every inning of the season and is currently 3rd in the team in hits. From playing first base for the first time to being a great reliever out of the bullpen, this individual has been a vital part of our team all year. I'm very proud to present this Student of the Month award to freshman Robert Kelly. Congratulations, Robert, and keep up the good work.
Hi, my name is Ms. Patterson. I was asked to choose a Student of the Month for May. I chose Skylar Siedenfrau. Sky is in my Algebra 2 class, and she's an amazing student and person. She is so kind-hearted. She is so funny. She is smart and responsible. Our class would not be the same without her in it. She's always talking, always bringing her energy, giving her all. She's always asking questions and answering my questions. I know she brings a smile to my face every day, and I hope she brings a smile to everybody else. Elsa's smile in the class too every single day. Her grades are tremendous. Her personality is tremendous. I know that she is an amazing singer and she participates in theater. Not only is she an amazing student, but she also makes me better as a teacher. So I'm super appreciative that not only was I able to make her a better math student this year, but as a first-year teacher, she was able to make me a better teacher. So Sky, thank you for being so awesome. I'm so lucky I got to have you as a student. Also so lucky I got to have you as a student for my first year of teaching, because you've made me grow so much as a teacher, and I seriously cannot thank you enough. I can't wait to see you in person one day, roaming the hallways. I will always be here cheering you on. I know you're going to be amazing in your future, whatever you decide to do. I seriously appreciate you. You are a superstar. Keep being awesome.
Kira, I'm sure it comes as no surprise to you that I chose you as my Student of the Month. I feel so lucky that I have been so privileged to have known you throughout your whole high school career. I got to know you as a freshman back in biology class, and you were questioning everything, and I loved it. I love that you started out high school questioning everything around you, and you had a voice and you weren't afraid to use it. And now to have seen you blossom over the last 4 years into this strong, independent woman that still questions everything, but is so kind and thoughtful and conscientious in those decision-making processes. I have really loved getting to know you. You inspire me to do great things, and I am really excited to see all that the world will have for you in your future. You are going to make things happen, Kira. I have no doubt.
Hi, I would like to nominate Jonathan Jacob for Student of the Month. I currently have Jonathan in my honors chemistry class, and every time we have class, he always goes above and beyond for participation, making sure he gets all his work in on time, and really just asking really great scientific questions and thinking outside the box. I could describe Jonathan as hardworking, motivated, and responsible, and that is why I think he deserves to be Student of the Month. Thank you.
Dear parents and students, I am honored to have Abdullah as my Student of the Month. I have had the pleasure to have Abdullah as a student for a few years ago for ESY, and then again this year for study skills. Abdullah is still the kind, sweet boy he was a few summers ago, and I was so happy to see him on my class list this year. Abdullah always comes to class with a smile on his face and genuinely enjoys being in class. His caring and friendly attitude towards his peers and teachers demonstrate a quality of an outstanding student. In class, Abdullah always tries hard, make sure he puts 100% effort in all of his schoolwork. He brings a smile to everyone's face, and it's just such a pleasure to have in class. Abdullah, I wish you all the best for sophomore year, and I hope I have you again for junior year English. Take care and have a great rest of the school year and a great summer. Bye.
Hi, everybody. Family, friends, faculty, I'm here to announce my Student of the Month winner, and that's Isabel Nicholas, who is a student in my Civ 1 American History class. Right from the very beginning, I considered Isabel as maybe one of 3 or 4 students that I would nominate in May. And, you know, a whole year goes by, basically. And ever since the beginning of the year, I've been nothing but more and more impressed with her. I mean, without saying, she's an excellent student, always focused, great work ethic, participates as much as anybody I've ever had in any class. And in that way, she's, you know, she makes the class better, especially during these times, right? She has a positive effect, certainly on me and her classmates. And in addition, she's just respectful and polite and just about everything you can ask for in a student. You know, A+ all the way. What really locked it in for me was at some point I asked kind of a ridiculous question. It was maybe a month ago. And I said to my students, so, you know, it's April and we're talking about Abraham Lincoln here. And, you know, we've basically covered the first 16 presidents. Can anybody name all 16? And as soon as I asked that question, I thought, well, who's going to try to name all 16 presidents? But Isabel's hand went up and she did. So that sealed the deal for me. And it was just very enjoyable. And her classmates were really impressed. And I announced to them that I was going to nominate Isabel as my Student of the Month right then and there. And, you know, a lot of people applauded and stuff like that. So thanks for listening. And, you know, we do have one more month to go. So Isabel, you keep it up and just do what you do. And, you know, sky's the limit. Thank you.
I'm proud to choose Liam Tobin for Student of the Month. Liam is an exemplary student who always puts his best foot forward in my classroom. He shows great effort in all of his lessons and work. And in his assignment, he always has interesting thoughts and opinions to share with me. Whenever I put him into a breakout room, I can be sure that he will be leading the discussion, talking about the questions that I give him, and helping his fellow classmates who might not understand the topic that we're discussing. I think he's a great leader, and I look forward to teaching him an American Civ, hopefully, when he's a junior.
Hello, everyone, and let me start by saying congrats to all the students that have earned this honor. I would like to talk a little about Kiki. As a freshman this year, she has been one of my hardest working students each marking period, and her grades show that. She's conscientious of completing her work on time and always the center of the classroom discussion. Kiki has managed to do all of this while being one of the top tennis players in the school. I have high expectations for her future and congratulate Kiki once again on being Student of the Month.
Hey, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Student of the Month presentation. My name is Mr. Amarada. I teach juniors and seniors in history department. I have the pleasure, or have had the pleasure, of teaching Olivia Whitaker this year in U.S. History 2. And despite the challenges of this year for the students in particular, Olivia has maintained a real high level of performance. Olivia is tremendous, submitting her assignments, being on task, her discussion boards, which I give the kids once every week in the beginning. They have to read an article or watch a video, and then they have to post their comments. Her discussion boards are excellent. She always has great insight. Olivia is just a tremendous student, maintaining an A average throughout this year. Notwithstanding the challenges that this year has presented, Olivia has done such a tremendous job navigating this COVID environment academically. And she, when I was asked to select a Student of the Month, Olivia is the first student that came to mind, and she is very deserving of this award. So Olivia, great job, keep it up, and congratulations on your award. You are self-deserving, no doubt. Take care. Congratulations to all the other award winners as well.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Jari. I'm an English teacher at Lawrence High School, and I'm also the Sophomore Academy leader. In May, it is our turn, the Sophomore Academy's turn, to choose a Student of the Month. I asked my team of teachers to recommend a student who embodied all of the qualities of the Sophomore Academy. And these qualities are leadership, kindness, academic growth, and school spirit. And the unanimous decision came back that Victoria McNair embodied all of those qualities. These are some of the things that Victoria's teachers have shared with me about her. She brings a strong, positive attitude to the class. She's always actively engaged in the lessons and activities. She takes risks, even if she's not sure. She does put in a genuine effort into everything that she does. She's always an active participant. She self-advocates, but also advocates for other students. She's very kind and always willing to help, and looks out for her peers. So this is why Victoria McNair embodies all of the qualities of the Sophomore Academy, and I'm very pleased that she is our May Student of the Month. Congratulations.
I'd like to thank all our staff members for taking time out of their busy schedules throughout this entire year to create and share these videos and make these events possible. Thanks also to Ms. Franny Sanfilippo for creating our certificates and programs, and to Mr. Tom Irvin for compiling these videos and producing the program. And of course, congratulations and thanks again to our Students of the Month for doing what you do and for being who you are. On behalf of the high school faculty, staff, and administration, I'm Dr. Barry Etza. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great rest of your day.